they made music that inspired legions of fans. Rock and roll founding father Chuck Berry and Fats Domino, rockers Tom Petty and Greg Allman, grunge icon Chris Cornell, country superstar Glenn Campbell and jazz great Al Jarreau were among the notable figures who died in 2017, leaving a void in virtually every genre of music. Comedians Jerry Lewis, Don Rickles, and Dick Gregory left their own indelible mark with their iconic routines. And the story of the 1960s could not be told without Hugh Hefner and Charles Manson, who were synonymous with the decade in vastly different ways. Hefner founded Playboy magazine and was credited with helping rev up the sexual revolution in the 1960s. The decade ended with Manson becoming the face of evil across America by orchestrating 7 murders that marked the end of the era of peace and love. Among the political figures who died this year was Helmut Kohl, the German chancellor who reunited a nation divided by the Cold War and helped put Germany at the heart of a unified Europe. Others from the political arena who died in 2017 included former Panamanian dictator Manuel Noriega. Entertainers who died in 2017 also included actors Roger Moore of James Bond fame, Bollywood star Rima Lagu, Batman actor Adam West and Mary Tyler Moore. Prominent figures from the sporting world who died included Pittsburgh Steelers chairman Dan Rooney, former Notre Dame coach Ara Parseghian and boxer Jake LaMotta. Here is a roll call of some of the people who died in 2017. Cause of death cited for younger people, if available. January, Sister Frances Carr, 89. One of the last remaining members of a nearly extinct religious society called the Shakers. January. 2. Bud Lilly, 91. Fly fishing legend, conservationist and catch and release pioneer. January. 4. Jill Sawood, 51. A survivor of rape who became a powerful British campaigner against sexual violence. January. 5. Mario Soares, 92. A former Prime Minister and President of Portugal who helped steer his country toward democracy after a 1974 military coup and grew into a global statesman through his work with the Socialist International Movement. January. 7. Parker Beam, 75. He carried on his family's historic bourbon-making tradition as longtime master distiller for Kentucky-based Heaven Hill Distilleries. January. 9. Claire Hollingworth, 105. A British war correspondent who was the first to report the Nazi invasion of Poland that marked the beginning of World War II. January. 10. Michael Chamberlain, 72. He waged a decades-long battle to prove his baby daughter was killed by a dingo in Australia's most notorious case of injustice. January. 9. Stephen McDonald, 59. A New York police detective who was paralyzed by a teenage gunman's bullet in 1986 but publicly forgave the shooter and became an international voice for peace. January. 10. Tommy Allsup, 85. A guitarist best known for losing a coin toss that kept him off a plane that later crashed and killed rock and roll stars Buddy Holly, Ritchie Valens, and J.P. Big Bopper Richardson. January. 11 Complications from a hernia operation. William Peter Blatty, 89.